Hello everyone. Welcome to my YNR 24 spoilers. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Mariah's risk, Chelsea's gain, and Jill versus Victor. Spoilers for the week of October 6th, 2025 have been released for the young and the restless. Supporters can anticipate rewards for Chelsea Lawson and Adam Newman. Mariah Copeland's safety worries Tessa Porter. Additionally, Jill Abbott and Victor Newman square off. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. The risk to Mariah Copeland. Let's begin with Mariah. Despite being divorced, Tessa isn't giving up on her spouse. Despite her strong commitment, the woman is aware that something is off. Tessa wants to know why Mariah attempted to kill a guy. Daniel Romalotti Jr. and Tessa departed to obtain answers from the Boston hotel room. Upon their return, Tessa and Daniel alert Sharon Newman of some concerning information. It is then mentioned that Tessa worries about Mariah's security. Kyle Abbott's error. He will keep interacting with Audra Charles in a tense manner with Kyle Abbott. The two spend a lot of time and effort agitating one another, despite their claims to despise one another. The conflict between Kyle and Audra gets out of hand quite fast in the week. We'll see what that means then. Do they quarrel before tearing each other's garments off? Kane Ashby faced off. According to spoilers for the week of October 6th on The Young and the Restless, Jill and Lily Winters form a partnership. Together, the two women will question Kane Ashby about his history. Jill and Nikki Newman later clash. Victor then delivers some startling news with Jill during their encounter. In the meantime, Nikki looks for information. But is it about Claire Grace Newman or Kane? There is a secret that Jack Abbott keeps. Jack will also put pressure on Kane to act morally. Nick Newman goes awry elsewhere. Phyllis Summers will also be questioned by the man. However, Phyllis is exposed in a compromised position by the conclusion of the week. What does this signify for both her alliance with Kane and her future? Victor honors Adam and Chelsea's devotion by Friday. In the meantime, Danny and Christine Blair decide on a significant aspect of their impending nuptials. A sneak peek at Tamara Braun's secret new character is released. Daytime Emmy winner Tamara Braun, who previously appeared on General Hospital and Days of Our Lives, is joining the CBS soap opera YNR, according to spoilers and updates for The Young and the Restless. The actress will make her screen debut as Sienna Bacall early next month. Braun shared some behind-the-scenes glimpses of her new persona. In order to give fans a behind-the-scenes look at her persona, Braun has recently resorted to social media. With the caption, "Here's a little #BTS of the intriguing Sienna Bacall" on the @YoungandRestless, the actress posted a real teaser of her mysterious character on Instagram. So far, September has been amazing, and I'm excited to see what the next few months will hold. Tune in on at CBS TV on October 14th. I'm excited to see everyone there. When she gets there, Braun will run across Lucas Adams, who played her son on DOL, and two of her DOL Salem pals in Genoa City and YNR. Additionally, Matt Cohen, who will play Detective Burrow, and Billy Flynn, who played Chad DiMera on DOL, were both on General Hospital, although they weren't on at the same time. The past and present reactions of Braun's co-stars. In response to the article, Braun's current and previous co-stars urged her to make her debut. Martha Madison from Days of Our Lives said, "Legend." Stephen Nichols added, "Congrats, sweet Tamara, go get 'em girl." Eric Martsolf urged her, "Go slay." Greg Rickhart yelled, "Get it." Elia Kenta then said, "Shine on, Tamara." Spoilers for The Young and the Restless. A sneak peek at Tamara Braun's secret new character. Her fellow cast members of The Young and the Restless swiftly came together in support of her, with Kate Linder saying, "I'm so glad you're in Genoa City now. Cheers." Michelle Stafford said with excitement, "Yes." "I'm excited to see you both on and off camera," Laura Lee Bell said. Lindsay Godfrey agreed, saying yes. And Haley Aaron ended by saying, "I adore her." fans reacted as well. Support for Braun was shown by fans in the comment section. One user wrote, "I am so excited at Tamara Braun. I'm excited to see you on my other favorite soap opera, as you were always my fave on DOL." Another person said, "Congratulations, Tamara. Y&R is one of the few soap operas I haven't watched, but that will soon change." Oh my god. Yep. You and Sunny Corinthos had a great chemistry on GH, and I'm excited to see you in Genoa City because I watch Y&R. Whatever job you decide on, I have no doubt that you will SLAYYYYY, and I wholeheartedly support it. I hope to see you there. Yay once again. The Young and the Restless. Jill versus Victor, Mariah's danger and Chelsea's reward. A week of reflections, perils, and gains. The Young and the Restless promises a flurry of passion, discovery, and power battles as Genoa City welcomes another intense week of drama starting on October 6th, 2025. This might change the dynamics of the most powerful families on the show. The main theme of this week's storylines is trust and betrayal, as characters deal with the fallout from long-buried secrets and decisions committed out of loyalty, love, and retaliation. Three main plot lines are at the center of Genoa City: Jill Abbott's heated altercation with Victor Newman, Mariah Copeland's terrifying near-death experience, and Chelsea Lawson and Adam Newman's prize for their loyalty. However, nothing is ever as it seems in Y&R, and every victory has a hidden cost. 1. The danger of Mariah Copeland. Love, fear, and the past shadows. Mariah Copeland and Tessa Porter have experienced more upheaval than most marriages. On The Young and the Restless, the couple once represented the resilient, open, and steadfast new age of love. However, their relationship is on the verge of disintegration in the aftermath of recent disclosures. Tessa returns to Genoa City in horror rather than triumph. She carries with her unsettling rumors and partial truths that Mariah has committed an unimaginable act. Like an ominous cloud, the rumors of attempted murder linger in the air, and Tessa is resolved to get the truth at all costs. There is a terrifying silence as the week's first act begins, when Daniel Romalotti Jr. and Tessa Romalotti return from Boston. Their faces are haunted by what they have found. They immediately go to Crimson Lights, where Sharon Newman, always the nurturing mother, waits for information that might upend her life once more. The hotel room where Mariah last stayed was covered in evidence, including blood traces, ripped fabric, shattered glass, and indications of a violent struggle. Tessa's voice falters as she describes what they discovered. Even worse is the fact that the man Mariah supposedly assaulted has never been seen again. Sharon is left stunned by this kind of revelation, her maternal instincts fighting against her anxiety that her daughter might actually be in danger, or worse, accountable for something irreparable. Sharon maintains, gripping her coffee cup as if it were her final line of defense, Mariah wouldn't hurt anyone. Her confidence wavers, though, as Daniel takes out a picture of the scene. With tears in her eyes, Tessa murmurs, "Unless she was defending herself." The plot then shifts to Mariah's mental collapse, a subject that Y&R has always treated with tact and nuance. Mariah has scars from her prior tragedies, including her identity issues and being abducted while pregnant. These wounds might now be resurfacing in risky ways. The hunt for Mariah intensifies over the course of the week. Love and instinct lead Tessa to follow Mariah's path, where she is dragged into a sinister web of deceit. Daniel ends up becoming her improbable companion, and their mutual resolve drives them into perilous situations. By the middle of the week, the two discover that the man Mariah is accused of attacking might be associated with an enigmatic company that is associated with Newman Enterprises. Sharon starts to wonder if Mariah stumbled onto something she was never meant to see, since she is divided between her allegiance to Victor's business and her daughter's safety. Is Mariah a pawn in a deadly game being played by someone else? After the cliffhanger on Friday, Tessa gets an anonymous message. "Stop searching. You will let her leave if you love her." Fans won't soon forget Mariah's danger, one of YNR's most thrilling arcs in recent memory, a blend of mystery, emotional depth, and heartbreaking performances. Thanks to the eerie words that set the tone for what's to come. 2. Is Chelsea's reward a trap set or redemption earned? Another tale that examines devotion, atonement, and the difficulties of love reborn is being told while mayhem simmers in another part of Genoa City. Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson have experienced fire together. Passion, dishonesty, and the lingering effects of Victor's influence have all characterized their relationship. However, it appears like their stars are aligning for once. Victor Newman, the great patriarch himself, summons Adam to a secret meeting at the Newman Ranch. The Newman family is alarmed by this type of summons, and with good reason. Victor directs, manipulates, and tests. He rarely gives appreciation. His statement that Adam's loyalty has not gone unnoticed is therefore an uncommon and well-considered expression of approval. Adam and Chelsea are given an opportunity by Victor, which serves as both a test of their ambition and a reward for their loyalty. The inference is clear despite the purposefully ambiguous details. They're being given control of a new division of Newman Media, a maneuver of power that, if unsuccessful, could either elevate or destroy them. After years of mental trauma, Chelsea is still wary and hesitating. Why us? She queries Victor. The corners of his mouth curve in that familiar, perilous manner as he smiles. Because devotion is worthy of reward, and I'm interested to see what you'll do with it. Adam, on the other hand, views this as confirmation that he has at last gained his father's regard. However, Chelsea subsequently privately cautions him, Adam, Victor doesn't give gifts. He sets up traps. As the week goes on, Chelsea's cynicism and Adam's hope collide. Her breakdowns, her stay in mental health treatment, and her frantic attempts to start again for their baby, Connor, are all memories of deception and betrayal that haunt her. She is currently being pulled back into the circle of the man who almost brought her family to ruin. Their prize takes an unexpected turn in the middle of the week. Jill and Lily are adamantly protecting a confidential project that is part of Newman Media's expansion in partnership with Chancellor Winters. Chelsea starts to suspect that Victor's reward might have something to do with the ongoing conflict between the Abbotts and the Newmans. By Friday, Chelsea goes straight to Victor's office and confronts him. Loyalty isn't rewarded, she remarks scathingly. You take advantage of it. Victor's grin says it all. The two frequently go hand in hand, my dear. In a shocking turn of events, Victor discloses that he has been surreptitiously monitoring Chelsea's charitable endeavors, including the mental health outreach initiative she established following her recuperation. He gives her a substantial donation, so securing her reintegration into Genoa City society as a respected and redeemed individual. For the first time in a long time, Chelsea feels like a survivor rather than a plotter. But even as Chelsea looks to the future and Adam celebrates, a shadow remains. No matter how genuine it seems, Victor's generosity always has a catch. Chelsea is also aware that she and Adam will eventually be expected to return this reward in ways they are unable to currently comprehend. 3. Victor versus Jill, the Clash of Titans. The week's main event features two Genoa City Titans, Victor Newman and Jill Abbott Jess Walton. Their decades-old enmity is based on ego conflicts, familial betrayals, and corporate strife, which characterize the city's upper classes. Their enmity is spectacularly rekindled this week. Teaming up with her daughter Lily Winters, Jill returns to town in full command mode and confronts Kane Ashby about his questionable business practices. Once more, Kane's past has come up with him, and Jill is determined not to let his transgressions to ruin her family's reputation. The scene of the confrontation is classic YNR, with her heels resonating like war drums. Jill bursts into Chancellor Winters' boardroom. She lashes out, Kane, you've messed up again. And I'm not cleaning it up this time. For once, Lily and Jill are united, strong, uncompromising, and prepared to demand accountability, while Kane tries to defend himself by saying he was duped by other forces. Neither anticipates that the path of dishonesty ultimately traces back to Victor Newman and Newman Enterprises. Jill becomes enraged. She interrupts one of Victor's traditional power calls by barging into his office without warning. She slams a folder onto Victor's desk and says, "Don't act so surprised, Victor. This is covered in your fingerprints." Victor responds coolly yet sharply, "Jill, watch who you accuse. You yourself have formed a number of dubious alliances." The ensuing exchange, sharp speech, blazing history, and tangible tension, is a master study in soap opera confrontation. Jill accuses Victor of using Kane as a pawn in his continuous power struggles, while Victor maintains he had no direct involvement in Kane's predicament. Then Victor throws a bombshell. He divulges details concerning Chancellor Winter's financial weaknesses that could only have been disclosed by someone close to Jill. The inference is devastating. She may have been betrayed by someone in her inner group. Nikki Newman enters the conflict in the interim and cautions Jill that delving too deeply could endanger her. Ever the warrior, Jill, however, is unwilling to give up. She yells, "I've spent my entire life scything my way through men like Victor Newman. I'm not going to stop just yet." Later in the week, when Jill and Victor meet again, the tension reaches a peak. The topic becomes personal this time. Victor accuses Jill of altering history to fit her own ego by bringing up her late husband, Philip Chancellor. In response, Jill reminds him that despite his influence, he has only ever experienced manipulation and fear rather than true loyalty. Decades of bitterness, adulation, and grudging respect are all evident in the room. They come to an uncomfortable truce at the end of their discussion, but not before Victor issues a terrifying warning. "Jill, you've turned this into a fight. Just keep in mind who always prevails in Genoa City battles." As the plot ends the week, Jill promises to retaliate, not with retaliation, but with strategy. Jill starts planning her next course of action with Lily by her side and Jack Abbott providing silent support. One of YNR's most enduring rivalries may soon resurface as the Abbott-Chancellor coalition stands up against the Newman Empire once more. 4. Subplots and crossfire. Phyllis's predicament, Jack's trick, and the beginnings of new chaos. The week is filled with a number of subplots that add levels of intrigue and emotional consequences as the main stories develop. Ever the chess player, Jack Abbott has a trick up his sleeve. Although his motivations are unknown, it is suggested that he has been in discreet communication with Kane, advising him to do the right thing before Victor's fury annihilates him. Jack's participation suggests a more extensive Abbott plot, perhaps to undermine Newman Enterprises from inside. Phyllis Summers, meantime, is once more dancing on the brink of catastrophe. When she is exposed in a compromised position, potentially stealing business data or undermining Newman operations, her partnership with Kane takes a risky turn. Her brittle credibility is in danger of being destroyed by the aftermath, and Nick Newman's, Joshua Morrow, revelation of her behavior could be the last straw that breaks their already shattered trust. Feeling deceived by almost everyone in his life, Nick starts to lose his mind and starts to doubt the morality of both Phyllis and Victor. By the end of the week, he's prepared to rebel, laying the groundwork for a potential father-son conflict that might upend the Newman Empire once more. 5. Tamara Braun's Sienna Bacall, a fresh face in Genoa City. As the well-known characters fight their battles, Tamara Braun, who plays the mysterious Sienna Bacall, joins the cast of The Young and the Restless. The dynamics of Genoa City are expected to drastically change with the entrance of Braun, a renowned daytime Emmy winner noted for her powerful performances on General Hospital and Days of Our Lives. With the following caption, the actress gave fans a sneak peek at her enigmatic persona as she teased her Instagram debut. Here are some fascinating facts about Sienna Bacall. So far, September has been amazing. I'm eager to see what October has in store. Watch on October 14th. Fans are speculating about everything. Is Sienna associated with Newman Media as a corporate shark? A covert relationship from Kane's dubious past? Or someone connected to the disappearance of Mariah? Insiders suggest that Sienna will have connections to two significant families, as well as a personal grudge that may tie together several plotlines. Although YNR's producers are keeping quiet about this. Both co-stars and fans have been buzzing about it. Longtime followers filled social media with expectation, while YNR stalwarts like Michelle Stafford, Laura Lee Bell, and Kate Linder expressed joy at Braun's presence. Many think that Braun's character, a lady who has Victor's slyness, Jill's perseverance, and Phyllis's unpredictable nature, has the potential to emerge as the next great YNR power player. 6. Themes for the week. Deception, loyalty, and the cost of power. The Young and the Restless is focusing more on consequences this week than on events. The balance of power in Genoa City is altered by every choice, whether it is motivated by self-preservation, retaliation, or love. Loyalty is put to the test as Chelsea and Adam must consider whether they are mere props in Victor's larger scheme. Their newfound prize is both a boon and a bane. Love becomes dangerous. Tessa's frantic quest for Mariah becomes a terrifying journey of danger versus devotion. Power clashes. Jack and Lily's covert connections suggest another corporate confrontation, while Jill's conflict with Victor reignites old flames. A feeling that something bigger is approaching. A storm that will entice all of Genoa City's participants into a brand new, lethal game looms behind it all. 7. The game begins again is the Friday cliffhanger. Every plot point comes together by the end of the week to create an incredible Friday episode that leaves viewers speechless. Mariah, who is still alive but afraid, whispers to Tessa, "Don't trust them," in a terrifying video message, unaware that Victor is smirking knowingly in the background. Chelsea and Adam raise a toast to their fresh start. Jill slides Jack a sealed envelope during their private meeting. "Make sure Victor never sees what's inside if something happens to me," she says. Captured and surrounded, Phyllis looks up at Nick and says, "You were right." Loyalty was never the issue. It was a matter of survival. Finally, Sienna Bacall emerges from a car in a dimly lit area of Genoa City, her gaze sweeping the horizon. She whispers into her phone, "Tell Victor Newman, I've arrived." With the distinct feeling that The Young and the Restless has just ushered in a new era of rivalries, revelations, and reckoning. The music rises, the lights go out, and the show ends. Concluding remarks. Generational strife, emotional complexity, and the age-old dilemma of what people would do for power and love are all expertly combined in Chelsea's reward, Mariah's danger, Jill versus Victor. Victor's domination, Jill's disobedience, Chelsea's atonement, and Mariah and Tessa's love are all at a crossroads this week. And the Genoa City chessboard has never appeared more perilous or exciting with the arrival of Tamara Braun's enigmatic Sienna Bacall.